Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for October 24th of 2025 is titled Saturn at Night. So what do we see here? Well, here we see an image of Saturn as taken by the Cassini spacecraft just a couple of days before it plunged into Saturn's atmosphere. And that was what it was planned for the end of its mission. That was back in September of 2017, after spending about 13 years orbiting around the ringed planet and studying it in great detail, as well as putting a lander on the large moon of Saturn known as Titan. Now, the night side of Saturn is something we cannot see from Earth. So, although Saturn rotates so all parts of Saturn are visible from Earth at one point or another, to actually see Saturn at night is not possible from Earth. And that's because we're in about the same direction as the Sun, so no matter where we are looking towards Saturn, we're always going to be seeing the fully illuminated side. So in order to see Saturn at night, you have to travel out and behind Saturn, and that's what was done here by Cassini. It had traveled up and around Saturn, and see a little bit of it. You can see a thin crescent along the top here, a small portion that is being directly illuminated by the sun, and then the dark area, which is the nighttime section of Saturn at this point. You can also see the shadow of Saturn as it casts back along part of the rings here. So the rings, those first few inner rings, are completely shadowed and not visible in that one section because of the shadow of Saturn on them. The outer rings, because of the positioning of Saturn, are still visible. Now, Cassini was able to tell us quite a bit about Saturn by studying it, and it was the first craft, and so far the only craft, that has ever orbited Saturn, and that allows us to study it a lot more detail. Now, previously we'd sent flyby missions. Well, a flyby mission may get a day relatively close and only a couple of hours really close to a planet. So an orbiter mission, while a little harder to do, is much better because then we can have years, or in this case over a decade worth of observations up close. Now, it's true, we can see Saturn from Earth, but it's nothing like being out there, and the images we've seen from Cassini have shown that. Far more detail than could possibly be picked up from Earth. And that's because you're actually out there with the planet. You're able to image it up close, not having to depend on large telescopes to bring the image into view. And it was 8 years ago last month, on September 15th of 2017, when Cassini finally plunged into Saturn's atmosphere, giving us some up-close measurements before its mission finally ended. So that was our picture of the day for October 24th of 2025. It was titled Saturn at Night. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture, previewed to be Webb's Row. So we'll see what that is about tomorrow. And until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.